When they come through, oh, when they come through, yeah. Ooh, when they come through, oh, when they come through, yeah. Yeah. Da 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 da. Grab hold if you feel this frequency. Yeah. The universe is matching your reflection. Ay. Woo. On this soulful Sunday with Bruja, Monet. Yeah. Where we're tapping in, tuning in, chiming in. Oh, oh, oh. Dining on that which the divine has to give. Ooh. As a soul family, and I am elated. Yeah. Whether you are returning or new, I'm grateful. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is my song to my soul tribe. Ooh. We a whole nother frequency. We move the vibe. Hey. Shift the energy when we come through. Ooh. Ooh. Energetically or physically, ooh wee. Yeah, yeah. Moving in timelines parallel we see. Ooh. Duality and inner polarity. Ooh. Understanding why it's needed and standing in your truth. Yeah. Understanding the idea was beautiful, but ooh. Ooh, the truth is that it was not beautiful. Yeah, so you had to let some things go. Ooh, this new moon in Sagittarius, oh, yeah, brought in a whole new flow for you. Now everything around you will start to, yeah, match what you bring out of you. Yeah. So if it's love, let it be love. If it's peace, then go ahead and share the peace. If it's a whole new frequency, ooh, you've unlocked the door to mastery. Yes, we are all metaphorically in the same shoe store. Maybe not the same shoe or shoe size, but here we are. And the universe is matching our frequency. And I'm hearing that you have love, peace, strength, power, but you also know war, and that is why you are here. You were in love with the idea, as I stated in the channeled song. Yes, you were in love with the idea, and the idea was beautiful, but the truth was ugly as fuck. Okay, welcome to the house. Welcome to the place. Welcome to this safe space, divinely curated, not only just for me, but for you too, as we come together as a soul family and dine on that which the divine has to give. For I am the medium, the oracle. Yes, I am Bruja Monet, an intuitive artist, and grateful I am to even call you soul family. Now, with that being said, in no way, shape, form, or fashion am I affiliated with the pharmaceutical world that belongs to the Matrix. No, I use the herbs of the earth, okay? So if you need to seek medical attention, I do advise you do so. Also, you do hear children in the background. Ooh, mama duty and granny duty. Right, you hear me? But hey, it is what it is. I'm a mama of 6, okay? For those of you who out there, the mamas and the papas, respect to ya, because I know what it is, baby. I was sitting back thinking the other day, I was like, man, woo, boy. Hey, back then, we thought our parents had to be strong to, because we had a lot of things that they were conditioned to hold on to that we were letting go. So we were challenging their parenting, so to speak. A lot of us who came up through my time, okay? And a little bit after that, too. Anyway, we'll get into that another time. Anyway, so I was thinking about that. I was like, man, I thought that, my parents had to be strong with me and my siblings and whoever else, because my parents were community parents. They go find children. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, man, hey, because with having a 9-year-old and then being a grandmother of a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, hey man, they teaching me some stuff. Because what went with my children is not going to work for them. And they're showing me. So they're teaching me as I'm teaching them. Teacher to student, student to teacher. But I'm grateful that I am open for that because I was in an environment where it was frowned upon. So I had to reclaim my voice to be able to accept what's going on in my reality and be fully open to it. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to control it. Because that's what they wanted to control my gifts. Sweetie, they're not even for me to control. You heard me. You heard me. When you understand that you are divine energy and you ultimately sign that contract of divinity amongst earth. So when you go against that, you remove yourself from that connection. And until you are ready to return to that connection, I can tell you this from experience. You're going to feel like you just beating the pavement, but ain't nothing coming through. Ain't planting the seeds, but ain't nothing blossoming. Because you running and you covering. My goodness, because I was running and I was performing. I had given up my authenticity to fit in a space that imprisoned me. If that resonates, give yourself freedom. Yeah, excuse those babies, y'all. They on. All right now. He on that game. He on that tablet. So these are the channel messages that I received, okay? Oh, yeah. Physically, 2 different timelines, but energetically identical. And they said this is a dance of the flame. No words needed at times. Telepathic communication, so strong it feels like plugging into heaven and hell. Why? Because you understand the shift and the change that must happen for all to take place and for all to be as divinely entailed. Letting go and honoring the divine flames, igniting, letting go as the intertwining of a soulful dance that satisfies your carnal and spiritual man or woman. Now, they said, read that again. Intertwining in a soulful dance that satisfies your carnal and spiritual man or woman. Okay? All right. Unscathed from the divine flames, becoming divinely one in a dance as the union emerges from the fire and the ashes to explore the clear waves of the waters they choose to exchange and create. Okay? Now, to take what's for you and what's for not, and what's for not. Take what's for you and what's not. Leave it for who it's for. Okay? All right. Now some of y'all heard, y'all been observing a single mother or father. And you've been doing this for a while, and I don't know if the single mother or father is aware of you observing them, but you've been asking how you can bliss them. How you can pour into this single mother or father's life, because you see, even though they are very withdrawn from the community, my goodness, boy, the energy. Okay? You understand this, my goodness. Parenting, natural co-creating is not a singular action. It's plural. Natural parenting includes two, man and woman. And you know that it's not okay for a mother or a father to single-handedly cultivate their child or children alone. And I see you coming as a village and with a village, whoever you are. I say thank you. Yes, I do, because I remember when it was me. Ooh, my goodness. They came through, and I'm grateful. Now, this group that this part resonates with, you're an artist, and you may have said, I quit, I'm not doing no more, because you sensitive about your shit like Sister Erica Badu, and you can be masculine or feminine. Don't let that stop you. You hear me? Yes, and speaking of that, this is a 420 friendly family. If you got your 420, then come on and spark up with your soul, Sister Bro. Now, I'm going to share a little bit with you here, and then we're going to get up out of here. No artist left behind, 211. You will not be left behind. Don't give up on your artistry. I can attest that I am different. And I'm okay with that. And anybody, my uniqueness, my rare prototype, my divine energetic signature offends, it's not because of me. It's because they choose to pretend. So when I show up authentically, I'm literally showing them a reflection of their untapped into potential, so to speak. Yeah, so I had to really learn how not to dim me because I could see that what they wouldn't speak. Now, in the words of my great grandma, put that over in your back pocket and keep on keeping on, okay? The industry witches that were sent to hunt me reminded me of home, but not scary, matter of fact. They were comical compared to the witches from my childhood. Industry witches perform magic. They have yet to know of their own inner magic, which can only be remembered through childlike innocence. Talk about righteousness. Them witches from my childhood, they didn't give a fuck about no childlike innocence or a child. Matter of fact, they thrived off sex trafficking from infants to elders. And I want you to pay attention to the chaos in my background. Because, yeah, they wanted to distract you so you wouldn't see what was going on. But you see clear. I can see clear. Keep going. They asses gave no fucks when it came to sell the bucks or does for a high position, title, or role. These fuckers perform magic on a whole different level and still at it. Their rituals are along the so-called elites, so to speak. They use psychological warfare to program, promote, and justify their works of iniquities, actions, performances, and agenda. What I observed, but chose not to become, would sizzle these industry witches mentally. And I knew that. That's why I didn't even engage in their performing arts type of games. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. And I don't perform magic. I am magic. Hecka, to be exact. Artists, know your worth. Protect your energetic signature at all costs. Boss up your protection. Dive deeper into your divine consciousness and listen for guidance, because the industry witches are on the hunt for new supplies. Okay? I shared what on with me. If you feel someone is psychologically attempting to place confusion or even that Eight of Swords, an illusion, step back. I had to. And I was able to see Frick Frack and Danita. And those are just names. Those are not real names. Yeah, I just use those names. But I was able to see them. And baby, and I'm go down. Go down. They're the words of my great grandma. Go down. We're going to go over to the love oracle course because I love love. Yes, I do. Love is beautiful. Love found me when I didn't even know what love was. Love wrapped its arms around me and spoke to me like a dove. Here I am, free, singing with glee. Y'all see my son? How you doing, son? So, allow yourself to receive all that this new moon in Sagittarius has for thee. And I do believe the sun is still in Sagittarius. I think this is the last day, the 23rd maybe. But again, do not let those distractions distract you from your artistry, whatever the distractions are. Because now is the time for you to plant those seeds of your artistry. Now is the time. Now you don't need to wait until the new year. You need to do that now. Oh yeah. Yep. Because the new year really don't start until March. All right, we ain't getting into that today. Glory. Them and they lies and stories. Ooh, did you see that? Journey of love. Journey of love. Ooh. Sweet soul rising. Oh, yeah. When they come through, when they come through, Hey, somebody here, your divine counsel had to step in and show some energies. Hey, you ain't to be fucked with. And it is what it is. Sweet soul rising 20. You hear me? So you might get a phone call and somebody might say that you ain't did shit. You did not. But be yourself. You ain't did shit. They did that. Shakati. Yes. 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. That's 30. Completing cycles. And that's what I keep saying. Shit, you the legacy of life. Bam. Ow. You hear me? And if you are feminine, I'm going to say this. Your womb is heaven on earth. If you're masculine, your wand is heaven on earth. Why? Because you hold this energy. So with that being said, if it would take you from where you've worked so hard to be, then do not engage. Until next time, Ankh Uja Saneb.